Hey guys, Marisa at KitchenTableStamper.com. Got a little Valentine marathon here. Doing some projects for my daughter's classroom with her. And this is our project for today. It's a cute little tote for these adorable little teddy bears I found on Amazon. Are they not the cutest? Hang on, I'll show you. And the link is in the description below. These would be really cute for baby showers, for Valentine's Day. This is how they came. Great big box and a bag. Lots of them. Really, really adorable. Different colors. They also came with the cutest punny Valentines. You're unbearably cute. You're a very good friend. I love you very much. I'm head over paws for you. You're the perfect friend. You make me feel all warm and fuzzy. And have a very happy Valentine's Day. Aren't they cute? All right, let's make a little tote. Our Kitchen Table Stamper Craft Social Challenge for this week is use your dies. You know, the ones you bought to make layers on cards. Like these everyday arches. And make a treat box. All right, so let me show you a simple way to make a treat box with these everyday arches and the perfect little tote for these teddy bears. I have a little bit of die cutting done ahead of time here. This is with everyday arches. I've got Moody Mauve and the Timeless Plaid. This Timeless Plaid is perfect for these bears. Let me show you. We got started on the ones for Desi's classroom. And look at how cute all the plaids are going to look for the different boxes. She's going to make different ones for the class. All right, so let's go ahead and adhere these designer series paper to the cardstock. The designer series paper was cut with the third from the largest and the cardstock with the second from the largest arches die. I'm just going to center these with some liquid glue and then set them aside for a second, and we're going to do the rest of the box. So this can be done with any symmetrical dies that you have. So that's the challenge, is grab your dies. Maybe you don't have the arches. That's okay. Marisa Alvarez.stampinup.net. You can find the arches there. But I'm sure you have symmetrical dies in your collection that you have purchased to make layers on your cards. Well, this is the perfect little technique for matching treat boxes to go with your cards, or just for a fun way to use that product. I say if you use it on cards, then it was full price, but if you use it on cards and make these little symmetrical treat boxes, then it costs half as much, right? Like get the card layers, or buy the card layers, get the boxes for free. All right, so for this particular box, for this particular arch, I'm going to use 4 1/4 by 5 1/4, and also Moody Mauve, and score it 1 1/4 all the way around. And see, the formula for this is you have a rectangle and you score the same all the way around, and then you get this simple box. We're going to work those score lines with the bone folder, and then we'll trim it like the template. Now, whatever you score all the way around is how high the sides of your box will be. So if you want your box to be 1 1/4 inch tall, that's how you score all the way around. Then whatever size you want your box to be when it's finished, length and width, you add on double what you did for the sides. All right, so for this type of box, you're always going to cut on the long side from the score line to the intersecting score line. You do that on both sides. All right, so just like that, and then you can angle all of these just a little bit. All right, so my finished box is 1 3/4 by 2 3/4. the height is 1/4 of an inch. 1 1/4 times 2 is 2 1/2. So you take the width that you want your box to be plus the sides times 2, and the length that you want your box to be plus the sides times 2. So it's a very easy adjustable box for you to use with any symmetrical dies you have. All right, let's go ahead and adhere this box. We're going to assemble with some tear and tape, and I'm just going to put 2 strips on each of the glue tabs and then bring up the sides. Let's bring that guy back in too. Isn't he cute? Just chilling out there. I really love these guys. I found them on the Amazon. I was like, they're not cheap, but they look like they're pretty nice quality. I think I'm going to be pleased with them. I also think that they're big enough to be a nice gift, but small enough to make a fun handcrafted box, right? So I took a chance on them, and I can't tell you, I'm very pleased with them. They're a great quality and super cute. Everybody's just in love with them all around the office here. All right, we're gonna just bring all these sides up, and now we've got our little tray box. Now the last thing we do before putting these 3 pieces together to make our little tote is add a little window for our bear. Now this is, remember, a 1 1/4 inch. So we want to make sure that we don't put the die too low. We're going to use the Stylish Shapes, and I've got the second from the largest die here to make our little window. Let's put these guys all aside for a minute because we're going to bring in our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. One side is going to remain whole and the other side's going to get a little window. And what you want to do is just make a double sure that you have that 1 1/4 inches from the bottom, and then you can give it center right to left. We don't want to see the little tray through the bottom of the window. I'm going to just tape that on with a little low tack tape, and then we'll crank it. All right, there's our little window, and let's carefully remove the tape. You can save this piece right here for another project if you like, maybe a matching card. All right, so we've got our pieces, we've got our little tray box here. Let's get the tear and tape again. And we're going to put 2 nice long strips across the front and across the back of the box. You could do this with liquid glue. It'd give you a little bit of time to shift or slide, but I like the instant grab of the tear and tape. All right, now we're going to adhere this centered on the back side of the box all the way down at the bottom. And then we'll bring the front over the top there, lining it all up as best you can. See, we have enough room there to cover that little tray. And so this kind of treat box is so much fun to make for all occasions and get some extra use out of your dies, right? If you'd like to give this technique a try with some of the dies in your collection, or if you've got the arches and you want to make this box, maybe in a different size, imagine all the sizes that you can make for single pieces of candy all the way up to plush teddy bears here. When you make this box, we'd like you to share on the kitchen table, Stamper Craft Social. That's our little corner of the internet. Our Facebook group. We have a challenge there every Thursday. I make a project on video and share and then challenge you to make it, or we have a game like Connect 4 or Tic-Tac-Toe. Lots of fun going on at the Craft Social. All right, so we're going to tie this closed with some gingham ribbon. So let's go ahead and find center. I'm doing find center best I can. I don't usually do that. I usually get a ruler, but this time I'm just going to find center best I can, pop a hole. And now I've done some extra die or some additional die cutting for us. Let me show you the pieces that I have here. I've got 2 hearts. This is the scrap after I cut the arches from the Timeless Plaid Designer Series paper. And then a little heart. This is Moody Mauve. And then 2 of the same size tag. The hearts came from the Hearts of Elegance bundle. That's the one we're using for our Happy Valentine's Day, as well as our heart die cuts. And our tags are the Everyday Arches, and it is the second from the smallest. Okay, got Very Vanilla, and got some Moody Mauve ink, and that Happy Valentine's Day greeting. This is going to be a close fit, so you'll want to stamp carefully. So pretty. What a pretty font. Now I want to add a little bit of texture to this tag. It's our matte, and I want to add a little excitement. So let's get the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine again, and we're going to emboss with the Modern Herringbone 3D embossing folder. Because it's 3D, we're going to need number 1, and then the folder. Pop that in there. It's got a very strong vertical horizontal pattern, so you want to take a second and line it up. Pop number 4 over top and give it a crank. I thought with the plaid, this kind of looks like a sweater and added to the cozy look of the whole project. So you got the sweet little cuddly bear, and then the plaid and the check Designer Series paper, and then add the almost like sweater texture of the back. It just kind of completed the look, I think. All right, let's get some liquid glue, and we're going to glue Happy Valentine's Day to the Moody Mauve tag. And then punch a hole again. We're using the 1/8 inch handheld circle punch. And then I'm gonna grab one of these little bears. This time I've got a little cream colored one. I love this little basic gray one. This time I've got a cream color. I'm gonna pop him in there, and then I'm going to thread with the vanilla and black ribbon. I'm going to go through the front of the box first. I'm using this little floss threader. You can get these on Amazon. Bring it through, and then what I'm gonna do is take this little hang cord from my bear and just bring it over the top of my ribbon. That way it doesn't just hang there all floppy, that cord. It just picks it up and pulls it out of the way, so it looks a little bit nicer. And then I'm going to tie my box closed. And let me snip off the end here, and I'm going to thread the ribbon through the Happy Valentine's Day tag. All right, so now we've got our box all tied closed, and now we'll just make a loopy bow. I think I've got too much ribbon, but that's okay. I want a really big loopy bow here. After all, it's a gift, and I like the little contrast that it brings. What I did for my tag was I took a dimensional, doubled it up so that it was twice as thick, and then added that double dimensional behind my tag just to keep it exactly where I want it. And now we can trim the ribbon just a little bit. It was a little bit long. And then last, well, well, second to last, we've still got some really cute gold hearts for our tag, but I'm going to do another one of those double dimensionals. And then I'm going to pop the double dimensional on the back of the heart and pop the heart next to the bear. And I like to pull him so that he's up in the window just a little bit. Maybe put his little paw out. So cute. And then I'm going to add a single dimensional on the back of the cardstock heart. Offset that a little bit, pop it on. Aren't they cute? Which one do you like better, the little cream guy or the basic gray guy? Let's get some sparkle. Every project needs a little sparkle, and I'm really loving these adhesive back gold hearts for my Valentine's things this year. And I like to grab the hearts with, did I use a medium and too small? I think I did, with the take your pick with the pick tool, because then I can kind of have a chance at making sure that they're not sideways when I put them on. So I'll add a few little hearts on the tag. And that is it. What do you think? I hope you love the treat box. If you have the everyday arches, I hope this tip comes in handy. If you've got other die sets that you purchase to make layers on your cards, turn them into a treat box. Use that easy formula. If you've got any questions, you can email Marisa at kitchentablestamper.com to share your die treat boxes in the Craft Social. Check out the link below to our Facebook group. If you need anything Stampin' Up, you can buzz over to marisaalvarez.stampinup.net. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.